Hey everyone, welcome to the Reptile Room. Today, you can see that we're not in the room. I'm gonna go try to find a couple of pieces of driftwood hanging out here at a lake where I grew up next to. I'm just gonna go poke around. I'm looking for a couple of bigger pieces for the large enclosure that I'm about to work on, and a couple other pieces of like decoration. So I'm down at this little boat ramp chilling down here in a lake. So we'll just go walk around and see what we can find. The reason why I like this lake is that they lower the lake during the winter. So I think it's a good opportunity. It exposes some other, roots and whatnot. So it should be pretty interesting to find. All right, I'm gonna bundle up a little bit because it's kind of cold. It's a little bit snowy, and we're gonna go walk around a little bit. All right, so I rounded a corner and I came upon this. It's really got a long stem on it, but it's got this really nice like root structure. And I've been trying to find a couple more of these. And I gotta say, it's, it's probably 3 feet from top to bottom here. But I kind of came around this point and I came upon this little cove over here, and there's a ton piled up there in the back. So I'm gonna leave it there for now. It's on my way back, so I'm probably gonna grab it and cut it down a little bit more. But we'll go ahead and move up around this a little bit longer, and I'll pop back on here because it's kind of cold and I want to get my gloves back on. All right, guys, check this piece out. This is just kind of freestanding on its own. It's got this cool little coil in it. It kind of looks like a snake. So as long as I can get it out without doing a whole lot to it, I think this is a good piece. So I need my other hand free for this. I think there's another piece down there. We'll see what that looks like, and I'll show you a little bit more if I can get it out at the truck. All right, guys, so here's the haul. This curvy snake piece, I really like it. I don't know where it's gonna go or how it's gonna lay, but that'll be cool. This piece here, I'm probably gonna put a base on it and stand it up in the corner of the reptile room so that when Ronnie comes out to play, he can go and kind of climb up it, hang out. I got this because of this cool little root structure here. I am a little out of breath from carrying these around the lake, but I think that's pretty cool. I'll cut off this end over here, and this has been under the water a while, and I really like the color of it. May have to trim it up a little bit to get it to fit in some enclosures, but that'll be cool. I saw this piece and had an audible wow. So this has a little bit of moss on it. It's been chilling for a little while. It's a pretty cool piece. It's got a little bit of a hollow here, so it could be a bit of a hide, or lay another piece over top here and you have another hide. And then the big heavy monster, that was great fun to carry around. This thing's probably 100 pounds. I'm only going to use this root section here. I may end up trimming some stuff down, or I may use it in Ronnie's new big enclosure, because it is 8 feet long, 8 feet tall, 5 feet deep. So this is pretty big. Be like a focal point sort of piece, but this is just kind of laying around all the shorelines over here, and I don't take too much, but I do kind of poke through and see stuff like that's a really cool piece. I really like the colors on it, and it's just too big. I may poke around a little bit more and see what else I can find, but it's just a little boat ramp, chilling out. Go for a little walk. It is a little chilly, but I have gotten a little bit warmer. I walked down over here, out around that far point down here, and the first point that I walked around was right over here. I got the roots from around the corner. But this is a cool lake. I like coming in here in the summer and do a little boating, but yeah, so I'm gonna load up the haul and get this stuff back and kind of let it freeze out for a little while longer, hose it off, and see what we can come up with. All right, guys, well, here we are the next day, and I got the driftwood unloaded and a little bit cleaned up. This is that cool piece with a little bit of the moss. I have it sitting out here in the sun to get some of the ice. I mean, it's been cold, so it is winter here. Get a little bit of it thawed out. I think that'll be cool. I'll trim up a little bit of the, you know, all the dead grass and whatnot. So I got that one. We have the snake piece, which is, again, you know, all this stuff's kind of thawing out over here a little bit more in the sun. I trimmed off the big long piece on both of the big chunks. I'm still not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this big behemoth. I mean, it still weighs about 100 pounds. Still pretty cool. Still really like it. There's a lot of options there. I just cut it to where it's a little bit more manageable. But I went ahead and I did a little bit of work to the other piece that I kind of want Ronnie to come out and stand on. So I got it mounted. I think that's where he's going to hang out a little bit, where it's you know, right here. So I cut off the base and I tried to fit it a couple different ways, ended up doing a little bit of trimming, added some other pieces. I'm going to cast a shadow there. You know, I kind of glued up a few more pieces here to make it easier for him so that he can climb up on it. I took this 3/4 inch plywood base, and the reason why it's mounted over here in the corner is because of where this is. So it'll lean over and kind of support his weight a little bit better. And to dress it up, I had some of this fake granite fleck stuff. So I sprayed it all over the base. I've never used it before. I figured I'd give it a shot. I sprayed it. I'm gonna leave it out here. I mean, it is winter, it is cold. It's not when you're supposed to do it, but I did it anyway because I can't really paint inside the house with spray paint. So that's kind of where we are right now. Get it set up, and I'll show you when I get it downstairs, probably tomorrow, but we'll see.